Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to take you through your practice today. We're going to do a Vinyasa flow with a focus on our side body. When I say side body, I'm talking about everywhere from your outer calf muscle, up the IT band, outer hip, outer thigh area, side waist, rib cage, all the way up into the neck. So let's go ahead and get started. Take a rest whenever you need to, water break whenever you need to. And most importantly, listen to your body. If you need a break, just come on down and take a break. Okay, so we're going to start today stacking the right knee on top of the left knee. If that is not possible for you to do today, then a simple cross-legged position will work just fine. And if you're not feeling enough in the cross-legged position, maybe you can stack the right ankle on top of the left knee. So wherever you can get to, let's go ahead and start there. And once you get into a position that works for you, just make sure that both sit bones are rooted down, both sit bones are touching your mat. And then float your eyes closed, relax your shoulders, and just take a few breaths right here. You can let your hands rest wherever they fall. You can even keep them on your knees if that's more comfortable. So just starting to take some full yogic breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose or through your mouth. If you have a lot to let go of, if you've had a lot of stress this past week, maybe this morning, just take a few big exhalations through the mouth. I really feel that when you exhale through your mouth, it just helps to let go of things, physical, mental, emotional. So just do what you need to do. You probably can already start to feel a pull at the outer right thigh. And that's perfect. So let your shoulders soften down away from your ears. We're just going to be here for another moment or two. Relax the hinge of your jaw. Relax your eyes. And just open up your eyes. And take your right hand and start walking your right hand out. Reach your left arm up and over and just kind of sink down into that right side. Getting a nice big long stretch across the left side of your body. Sinking down as far as you'd like. Maybe the elbow's just bent on the right side, or maybe you can bring the elbow all the way down, but you want to keep that left sitting bone rooted down. And you can look up, you can look out in front of you, maybe even looking down if that feels best for your neck. And keep on breathing. And then inhale, come on up. And just drop your right ear toward your right shoulder, getting a stretch across the left side of your neck. Keep on breathing, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through your nose or your mouth. And open up your eyes, take your right hand, press your head on up, release that right hand back down, and just switch the cross of the legs. Again, doing whatever you need to do. You can stack the left knee on top of the right or come to that cross-legged position that I showed you in the beginning. Make sure your sit bones are rooted down. Just taking a moment there, starting to feel the stretch of the outer left thigh now. Closing your eyes and just softening around your shoulders, around the hinge of your jaw. And when you're ready, reach that right arm up and over. Start to walk the left fingertips out, bending that elbow, reaching with the right fingertips, pressing the right hip down, feeling the stretch along the right side of your body. See if you can relax the right side, the right hip. Let it be heavy. exhale, come on up. Drop your left ear toward your left shoulder. Feeling the stretch along the right side of your neck. Breathing deeply. You can even walk the right fingertips out a little bit to increase the stretch if you're not feeling much. And then open up your eyes, take your left hand, push your head on up, release that hand down. And why don't we come over onto our hands and knees. Just come here for a moment. Let's take a few rounds of cat and cow to get everything warmed up around the spine. So just take a moment in a neutral spine. You'll see my knees are underneath my hips, wrists and elbows underneath my shoulders. Fingers are spread wide apart. Let your inhale drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your heart, look up. And as you exhale, press into your hands, tuck your tail, round your spine, chin to your chest. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. And as you exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding your spine, bringing your chin to your chest, feeling the space between your shoulder blades. Just a few more rounds, inhaling and exhaling. One more, inhale and exhale. And then inhale, come back to that neutral spine. And as you exhale, look over your right shoulder, send your hips to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, send your hips to the left. Middle of the spine is moving to the right. Inhale. And exhale, looking over that right shoulder, sending your hips to the right. Inhale. And exhale, last time. Inhale, come back to center. Set yourself up into your push-up. And from here, lift your hips. First downward facing dog. So I encourage you to do what feels best for you. You can just keep your heels nice and heavy and your feet still, let your head hang. Or if you feel you need to, if your hamstrings are a little bit tight, the calf muscles are tight, you can start to bend into one knee and then into the other knee. And just pedaling the feet out. Still letting your head be heavy. And keep the breath flowing. Pressing the mat away with your hands. Lifting the armpits. And let's take very small steps with straight legs, walking all the way up to the top of your mat. All the way up to your hands. And then just hanging here over two straight legs. And I'm going to start with my knees bent, so my chest rests down onto my thighs and my head just hangs. And I'm just going to let my arms hang for this first one. Just take a moment to breathe and take a moment to feel your feet. Just trying to remain present. And in this moment, you can shake your head yes and no to release the neck. Good. And from here, keeping the knees bent, slowly roll yourself all the way up. The neck and the head is the last to come up. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, we're going to fold forward. And release the hands down. Place your hands on your shins and inhale, look up and lift your heart. And then exhale, fold. Step on back, push up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, knees, chest comes down, chin comes down. Keep your elbows in. Slide your heart through your hands, tops of the feet flat. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, step that right foot through in between the hands. Drop that left knee down. You can stay here or inhale, sweep your arms high. And then exhale, let's bring the hands back down. Tuck the back toes, step on back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, step it on through, drop the right knee down. Inhale, arms reach. Sinking the hips. As you exhale, go ahead and bring the hands back down. Tuck the back toes, step back, push up. As you exhale, knees, chest, and chin, just getting warmed up here. Inhale, heart lifts in cobra pose. Keep your elbows in, shoulders down. Exhale, inverted V. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it on through in between your hands. Drop the left knee down once again. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Go ahead and take your left wrist with your right hand. And as you exhale, drop over to the right. We're going to take a few breaths right here. And then inhale, arms reach, hands come down, step it back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it on through, drop your right knee down, top the foot flat. Inhale, reach your arms, sink your hips. Take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, drop over to the left. Take one more breath here. One more exhale. And then inhale, arms reach, hands come down. Step it back to your plank. You can lower down just as we have been doing, knees, chest, and chin. Or if you feel that you have the energy and the strength, you can exhale down into a low plank, hovering. And then inhale, cobra or up dog. Breathing in your cobra or up dog for just a moment. If you're in up dog, the tops of the feet are flat. Your knees, thighs, hips, everything is up off of the mat. Inhale, and then exhale, moving back to your downward facing dog. And take another breath here. Good. Step the feet in about an inch. And put the weight into your left hand. Take your right hand, reach back for the left calf, the outer left calf. And just hang out right here for a breath or two. Good. Place that right hand back down. Put the weight into the right hand. Take the left hand back to your left, to your outer right calf. Keep pressing into the right hand. Keep pressing your chest back toward your thighs. Good. Place that left hand back down. Walk the feet back just an inch or so. Inhale to your push-up. Exhale, lower down however you wish. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, inverted V. Inhale, right leg lifts. As you exhale, bring that foot all the way through between the hands. Keep the left knee up. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale to find length and space. And then exhale, drop over to the right. Sinking the hips. Keep kicking the left thigh up toward the sky. Keep on breathing. And then inhale, arms reach. Hands come down, step it back, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Keep the right knee up as you bring your arms high, sinking the hips. Kick the right thigh up toward the ceiling. Grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale and exhale to the left. Sink a little deeper into that left knee. Good. And then inhale, arms reach. Hands come down. Step it back, plank. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Start to walk your hands to your feet. Take your right ankle, cross it over your left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And exhale, take another breath here. Just coming up a little bit. Switch the cross of the ankles. So now the left foot is in front of the right, or off to the side. Left ankle in front of the right. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale. Closing your eyes as much as you'd like to throughout your practice today, just to help you get into a little bit more of a meditative state whenever the mind starts to wander. Just coming up a bit, separating the feet, hip distance, and hanging down over two straight legs. If you need to, you can always bend the knees if that feels best on the back of the legs or the low back. Just look out in front of your feet. Start to walk your hands out to your push-up. Take another breath here. As you exhale, lower arm down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to your plank. This time we're going to come into a side plank. So we're going to start on the right side. Keep that right hand planted. Roll over onto the outer edge of your right foot. Stack the left foot on top. If you need to, you can bring the right knee down, or you can bring that left leg up and over in front of you as you reach the left fingertips high. So staying right here, or as you exhale, reach that left arm up and over your ear, press your hips a little higher. And it's okay if you wobble around a little bit. I always say that just means you're working toward your edge. Inhale, bring that left arm high again. This time bring the left hand down in front of you. Drop the hips. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Send the left shoulder down. Now, if you're having any trouble with balance, you can take that top leg and just bring it back behind you. Just enjoying the stretch along the left side of your neck. And then inhale, come on up, come back to your plank. Set yourself up. Now we're going to move on to the other side. So, moving to the outer edge of that left foot. Bring the right fingertips high. Press the hips up. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right arm over the ear. Lift the hips a little higher. Good. Bring the right arm back up. Bring it down in front of you. Drop the hips. And drop the right ear toward, the left ear toward your left shoulder. Send the right shoulder down. And if you need to, take that top leg behind you just a bit for balance. soft bend in the left elbow. Never want to lock any of your joints out. Good. Inhale, come on up. Coming back around. Let's come on down onto our bellies. Bring your forehead down. Tops of the feet flat. Toes and heels touch. Let's reach back and interlace our fingers and just take a moment here to wiggle the arms around from side to side. Good. And then inhale, bring your nose up, bring your head up, bring your chest up, knuckles toward the heels. Just using the strength of your back. And keep your heels and your toes together. And then you can roll over to your right side just a bit. So that left hip lifts. Good, come back over onto the center. And then to the other side. And just rolling back and forth. Just getting into the shoulders and the chest. And then back to center. And release the hands down. Coming on back to child's pose. Just for a breath or two. And then an inhale, come on back up. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto your toes. And then as you exhale, drop the heels over to the right. Send your hips way back so you feel a nice stretch all the way up the left side around the shoulder, the rib cage. Breathing deeply. Inhale, come on up on all 10 toes. And as you exhale, drop the heels over to the left. Send the hips even more to the left. Press into the right hand. Feel the stretch now on the right side. Up high in the rib cage, the shoulder area. You can even play around with it a little bit. Just let your hips get heavy and lean a little bit more. You'll feel more of a stretch. Good. Inhale, come on up. Back to your down dog, and then your right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg lifts. Exhale, this time we're going to come underneath our body, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, re-extend. And then moving forward to a plank, right knee to right elbow. Re-extend. And knee to nose one more time as you exhale, round your spine. And then step that right foot in between the hands. Spin the back heel down. We're going to come right on up into warrior two. Reaching with the left fingertips. Spin on up. Sinking down into that front knee. Just taking a moment to set yourself up here. Heel to instep is a good place to be with your feet. Front heel to back instep. Relax your shoulders. Looking out over the right fingertips. Hips are nice and open. Keep pressing the right knee open. Let's reverse our warrior. Flip that right palm. Reach it forward and then reach it up and back. Sinking still into that right knee. Take your left hand, wrap it around your low back. Maybe you can grab hold of the right thigh. If not, that's perfectly fine. And start to come up. Start to walk that back foot in a bit. Put the weight into the right foot. Keep the bind with the left hand. And start to lift that back leg up. Right here is just fine. You can start to create the letter T with your body by lifting that back leg up and the upper part of your body down. Keep reaching with the right fingertips. Toes turned out to the left on the left foot. Relax your face. Find something to focus on. Allow your gaze piece to be soft. And it's okay if you're right here. This is a perfect place to be. You just go to your own edge. Back into your reversed warrior. Back into your warrior two. And spin the hands down. Step it back, down dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. Good. Your next inhale, lift your right leg. As you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, crossing underneath your body, left knee to right elbow. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale. And exhale, knee to nose. Empty the lungs, chin to chest, spine to the sky. And then step the left foot in between your hands. Spin the back heel down. Heel to instep. Reach with the right fingertips, press on up. Warrior two on the other side. Press that left knee open. Pressing down through the outer edge of the right foot. Relax your shoulders. Flip your left palm, reach into it, and then up and back. For now, the right hand just rests on that back leg. Keep sinking into that front knee. Press that knee open. Good, now take the bind. Coming on up. Start to put the weight into that left foot. Step the back foot in. And when you're ready, coming into this variation. Start to turn the right toes out to the right. You can keep lifting that back leg and sinking the upper torso down. Or you can be right here. Perfect place to be. Find that point of focus, that drishti, something that you can just keep your eyes on to help you stay steady. One more inhale, and go ahead and step it all the way back, reverse it, and back into warrior two. Spin the hands down. Step it back, push up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift your heart. And as you exhale, down dog. You can always rest in child's pose if downward dog does not feel like a rest to you. Your next inhale lifts your right leg. As you exhale, let's bring it through for pigeon. So just take a moment to set yourself up here. It's always good to have a blanket or something close by. So if you need something underneath your right hip or your left hip when we move to that side, you can just put it on under there. And you can play with the distance your shin is to the top of your mat. The more flexible you are, the more parallel it's going to be with the top of your mat. Or the closer the heel is to the groin, the easier. But what you want to do is you want to keep the hips nice and squared here. Look back at the back leg, tuck the back toes. Make sure that your hip, knee, and ankle are in line. Once you get there, top of the foot flat, coming back to center. And as you exhale, walk the hands down. You can come down into the forearms, you can stay right there. feels good, you can come down even further. Just allow your breath to become quiet here. Relax your face. Soften the hinge of your jaw. Closing your eyes, keeping the muscles around your eyes nice and relaxed. Just letting everything go here. We're stretching that outer right thigh, IT band. We're also getting a nice stretch on the left side, the hip flexors, so as quadricep muscles. See if you can find somewhere to soften. Maybe it's the outer right thigh, or maybe just in the shoulders or between the shoulder blades. Good. And begin to make your way up. Nice and slowly. Just taking a moment right here. And then place your hands down. Make your spread wide like starfish. Tuck your back toes. Come on back, downward facing dog. Just take a moment here to feel the right side of your body compared to the left. Maybe even bending the left knee, pressing down through the right heel, pressing into your hands. And then switching sides, dropping the left heel down, bending the right knee. Good. Bring your feet back to parallel with one another, and then inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring it all the way through for pigeon on the other side. And again, if you need a blanket, a prop, anything, just bring it on over to the left side. You want the hips to be squared off. So if you're way up like this, or way over like this, you need to place something underneath that left side and keep yourself squared off. Take a look back, make sure everything's lined up. Coming back to center. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, walk it down to the elbows, to the forearms. Starting right there. Take a few exhalations through your mouth. So inhale through your nose. And open your mouth and exhale. Relax your jaw. Inhale through your nose. And a big exhale through your mouth. As you come down even further, keep on breathing. You can also use a pillow underneath your face, so you can rest your forehead on it, or you can stack one on top of the other. Keep on breathing. Find somewhere to soften and just allow yourself to be here, to be in this moment, to be with your breath, and to let go of any of those reoccurring thoughts that just keep coming and coming and coming. Your to-do list, what you did yesterday, what you're going to do after you practice today. Just let all of that go. Let all of that go and just focus on the now. If you're having a hard time focusing on the present, just come back to the breath. The breath is always happening right now. It's the quickest way to to step back into the present moment. And slowly start to make your way back up. Remove your prop if you've used a blanket or a pillow. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we're just going to come back to downward facing dog for a moment, just so we can feel the left side now compared to the right side. Hopefully maybe they're a little more balanced out. Good. Then come down to the knees for a moment. Sit back. Straighten your legs out in front of you. You can use a belt or a strap here if you have trouble reaching your toes. You don't have to reach your toes. If you don't have a strap or a belt, that's fine. You can just keep your hands on your knees, your thighs, your shins, or you can hold your toes, or strap goes around the balls of the feet. Inhale and exhale. So you can use a strap or you can just use your hands. Let every inhalation lengthen your spine, creating space in the upper body, and as you exhale, folding over your legs. Keep on breathing. Inhale for space. Exhale to release and to relax. We'll just be here for about 5 more breaths. So as best as you can, reaching out through your heels, bringing the toes back toward your face. And inhale, push yourself on up. You can turn sideways on your mat if you'd like to, just so that sometimes, depending on your floor, sometimes the hardness of the floor can hurt your heels or your ankles. So I always like to move sideways, but that's up to you. Legs out nice and wide, toes pointing up toward the sky. Inhale, reach your arms, reaching up and out of your hips. And then exhale, bring your hands out in front of you and just start to move gently and slowly from side to side. And you can make it as exaggerated as you'd like. Or you can just hold the pose nice and steady and still. It's completely up to you. This is your practice. So you just add in whatever feels best for you. Just a few more breath cycles here. Slowly making your way back up. And let's take that right elbow on the inside of the right leg and reach the left arm up and over. So maybe you're right here, maybe right here. If you need to, you can use a blanket underneath the hips if you're sitting too far back, if the spine is rounded. You want to keep this as a side stretch all along the left side. Maybe if you can, grabbing a hold of your big toe on the right side with your peace fingers. Keep using your right elbow to help press your heart out to the side and up. So keep wrapping your belly up, out into the front of you and up toward the sky. Take that right arm to the inside of, or the left arm to the inside of the left leg now. Reach the right arm up and over. Keep using that elbow on the inside of the left knee to help twist your heart toward the sky. Maybe if you can, grabbing hold of the left toes with the left peace fingers. Really reaching with that top arm, toes pointing up toward the sky. Feeling a nice deep stretch all the way up the right side. Good, and then inhale, come on up. Roll your shoulders out. Roll them in the opposite direction. Good. Take the inside of your knees and pull the soles of your feet together. And walk the heels out a bit so that you have a diamond shape between your legs. Bring your hands underneath the calf muscles, and then if you can, to the ankles or to the feet. And inhale, lift your heart as best as you can. And then exhale, fold. And slowly begin to unwrap yourself, unwinding, coming on back up. And let's go ahead and come down onto our backs. So from here, we're going to come into bridge pose. So walk the heels in as best as you can. Knees aren't touching, but they're about hip distance apart. So walk each heel to your sit bone. And line everything up, arms down alongside of you. And you can start to work the upper arm bones underneath your body. You can hold onto your ankles, press into your feet, lift your hips. Make sure you're not turning your head. So if you need to watch first, just keep an eye on what I'm doing, and then come into it when you don't have to turn your head from side to side, because you want to keep the neck safe. So keep working the arms a little more underneath you. Pressing into your feet, lift your hips, relax your glutes, relax your face, close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Either staying right here for a few more breaths, or you can come down to take a rest. Or switch the position of your hands so that the fingertips are pointing back toward the tailbone. Palms flat down, come up onto the head for just a moment. Press yourself up into wheel pose. Relax your head, shake your head yes and no, press into your hands. Relax your glutes again. Make sure that the weight is evenly distributed across the feet, even if you're still in bridge pose. One more inhale wherever you are. And as you exhale, slowly coming down. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees drop open. Bring your arms up overhead, find opposite elbow. Take a moment. Softening around the low back. Smiling. We're almost there. Release your arms, bring your knees together. Lengthen out the left leg long. And we're going to take the right knee, bend it, and draw it over to the left side of our body. Take the right arm out. Press the right shoulder down. Take a twist. Looking out over the right fingertips or up toward the sky, depending on how that feels on your neck. And you can stay right here or take the right leg straight. Maybe holding onto the toes if you can reach. You can also use a strap here. keep your right shoulder connected with your mat the entire time. If it lifts up a little bit, that's okay, but keep trying to press it down. And gently coming back. Both feet touch down just for a moment to realign the spine. Right leg lengthens out. Take your left knee, bend it, bring it over to the right side of your body. Left arm reaches out, palm flat down, looking up over the left fingertips. Pressing your left shoulder down. Making sure to breathe deeply still. Relax your face. And if you did it on the other side, go ahead and grab the toes of the left foot, straighten that left leg out. Keep pressing that left shoulder down. And go ahead and come on back onto your back. Both feet touch down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe rolling around a bit. You can hold your knees and let your knees come up toward the ceiling a little bit. That will target your low back a little bit more. Maybe some circles with the knees. And happy baby, if you'd like to add that in, soles of the feet toward the sky, pulling down on the feet, bringing your knees down toward the floor, knees nice and open and separated, getting into the hips, and you can rock a little bit from side to side here. Now you can come on down into Shavasana, your final relaxation, or if you need to add anything else into this Vinyasa flow so that you can feel completely balanced and ready to go about your day, feel free to add that in. And then just make sure you take a little time for yourself to take a rest with the legs out wide, palms facing up, and just letting all the benefits to be absorbed into your body by just relaxing here for the next few minutes, or for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Namaste.